What's up, guys? Welcome to LYRE's music channel where we discuss production and songwriting. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below. Today, I want to show you something pretty exciting. I have been very fortunate to get my hands on a beta version of Ableton 11. Which just has been announced today, so I'm not breaking my NDA by talking about it, yay! So there's a lot of really exciting features in this new version of the program. I will be the first person to say I'm not like a feature nerd of Ableton. There's a lot of features that are probably in here, a lot of built-in software that I'm not even really aware of because I transferred from Pro Tools back in the day and I brought in a lot of outside software that I was already using and never went through every single bit of Ableton to learn what's there. So I'm not going to be the authority on that. What I am going to show you guys are some of the features that I'm really excited about and that I'm going to be using pretty heavily in my work. So let's just jump right in. So the first feature I want to talk about is MPE support. So I don't actually have any MPE gear, but when this was shown to me, I got very, very excited about it for one reason. Basically, what this allows us to do is create slides, glides in between not full chords, but individual notes in a chord. Instead of just talking about it, I'm just going to show it to you guys right now. I will play some chords of a song I'm working on, and I will create these glides and show you guys how this works. Let me just straighten this out real quick, loop it, do all the things. Okay, so what you gotta do, you gotta go to this tab right here, and there is going to be, different controls here. So we're gonna go with slide. And what you can do is you can literally slide in between different notes. So let's say I don't want these notes to slide into the next ones because it's the same note, but I just want the bass note to slide. So, okay, so far testing this out, this only works with instruments that are Ableton instruments. If anybody else has heard otherwise, let me know. I've tried it out with third-party apps like Omnisphere and stuff like that, and it hasn't really worked. But with built-in Ableton devices, it actually works really, really well. So you can hear, I just added this built-in pad. And you can hear it dragging down to this note, which I honestly think is pretty amazing. You can have a little bit of a slide and a slower descent into the note. And then if we want to go here to here. I felt like that was a little too fast, maybe something like this. And then right here, do the same, getting into the final chord. Like for the loop, let's see, have it, yeah, if I double it up, can have it also ascend back into this chord, like so. I think this will be good, we'll see. Yeah, maybe a little bit slower. It's pretty cool. Let me find a better pad because I don't like the sound at all. Here's this one. Oh, that's odd. I like this. It's actually really, really nice. I would just EQ out some of the bottom frequencies. Thank you very much. So yeah, I think this creates very, very nice movement. I would use this feature quite a bit. It is interesting that it only is working with native instruments from Ableton right now, but that might change. So next feature that is a feature I'm super, super excited about, probably the one where Ableton first hit me up and they told me that this was coming. It's the first thing that came to my mind, and I was just hoping and praying that this would be included. So this is comping. It's called playlisting and other DAWs. Basically the ability to record a take, usually of a vocal or an instrument or whatever, something you record live, and have it stack up underneath the take. And I will show you guys what I'm talking about if you don't already. This makes it super easy for comping. I've even made a video about recording vocals on Ableton and how difficult it's been so far without this feature. So this is about to really, really change the game. So yeah, I'm gonna record some vocal parts here on loop, like I would in another DAW with this feature, and we can see how this works. Oh yeah, I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 1, 2, here we go. And I feel my, but I feel my Hollywood heart, and it's every beat is a knockoff. I'm trying to heal my Hollywood heart, but it's hard to give it my just cause. Alright guys, so I think now we should go through these takes and see how this works. Okay, the first thing that you need to know is you can audition the takes by pressing the solo little speaker button here. But the easier way to do it is just to use the pencil tool, which is just a B. And I would put this grid at off for this because you want to be able to get in between words, like not exactly on grid. So yeah, let's just check out the first couple of words. But I feel my Hollywood heart. Okay, so that wasn't so bad. But I feel my. So see how easy it is? But I feel my. Ordinarily in Ableton 10, 9, anything else, I would have had to record these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 takes on separate tracks underneath this. So it would be like 6 of these. And then I would have to solo each individual one, or just by memory try to remember which ones were the better ones if I didn't have time to audition them, like it was a demo or whatever. So this makes it so much easier to just go through the different takes and see what you have. So for example, I really like this feel right here. I don't like that but I, so we can go and take a look at this. But I feel my. Not a final vocal, but like fine for this demonstration, I think. But I feel my Hollywood heart in it. So let's grab a better Hollywood heart if I have one. Hollywood heart. Not bad. Hollywood heart. I like that heart. This Hollywood. Hollywood heart, and it's a kind of lurchy actually in the Hollywood. Hollywood heart, and it's every beat is a knockoff. And you can even see like right here I messed up. I didn't say the words or whatever, so I don't even have to audition that. I can easily just know to skip that. And it's every beat is a knockoff. Sometimes I'm such a mumbling singer. I'm like, what was that? And it's every beat is. Or I just forget the words. And it's every beat is a knockoff. Not bad. And it's every beat is a knockoff. I'm trying to. We're better off. That was pretty abrupt, huh? Nice. And it's every beat is a knockoff. I'm trying to heal my. I'm trying to heal my Hollywood heart, but Hollywood heart, but Hollywood heart, but not bad. It's a little bit underpronounced. Hollywood heart, but it's hard to give him my trust, cause. But it's hard to give him my trust, cause. But it's hard to give him my trust. But it's hard to give him my trust, cause. To give him my trust, cause. But it's hard to give him my trust, cause. So in that fast, I was able to create a pass, which is of this chorus, which is really amazing. What I would do is I would definitely go in and fix all of these cuts. Like sometimes I cut on breaths, like right here, this is probably not great. I think there's this, the letter F, and you could probably hear.
But I feel.
Oh, there you go. See, I fixed it. And you might want to do this with it soloed so you can kind of check all the cuts, make sure there isn't a pop or like a consonant being cut in like a weird spot to where it sounds like stuttering.
Hollywood high and it.
Yeah, like see there's some little funkiness over
here. Hollywood high and
that is funky.
Hollywood high.
Like I honestly think this heart needs to go back a little bit. And this is actually something I really like watch this. Like I can slide this around and it only affects the top take. I don't remember Pro Tools now, it's been a few years, but in Studio One, when you move this, these move as well, which sometimes is not what you want. I'm sure it's a setting you can change. I just haven't looked into that, but I love that this at default just moves the top take. That makes it so much easier.
Hollywood high and
yeah, this sounds better already.
Hollywood high and
it's a little funky still, but
Hollywood high and
yeah, it's a little bit like if I were doing this for real, I would look for a different one. I would like really dig into trying to make this like perfect, you know? Or maybe you cut on wood or something. Yeah, so you can hear it. That's it's I can still hear it, but you know, usually I would spend more time, but this is like a little demo, so we're fine.
And it's every beat is a knockoff. I'm trying to
yeah, you can really tell where things are funky.
Knockoff. I'm trying to heal my Hollywood heart, but it's hard to give it my trust, cause
okay, yeah, so and you can just fold this up, you know, and you don't have to seal lanes, or you can do show take lanes. What is this? Alt Apple U opens the takes and folds them back up. So that will be very, very good for quickly, you know, if you want to swap out a word, like you decided you don't like something, that will be very, very helpful. So the next thing I'm going to show you guys that I really like is the ability to link tracks, which is really good. This is obviously like not a full beat. I just like put the kick and snare down in like 3 seconds. But I think where this is really actually nice is stacks of vocals, so like doubles, BGVs, things like that. I'm gonna cut a couple of really quick BGVs and I'm gonna be able to just move them around easily with the linking feature. And I will demonstrate it that way.
Feel my Hollywood heart in it. Feel my Hollywood heart in it. Feel my Hollywood heart in it.
All right, so I've got some harmonies over here. I sound like this.
Hollywood heart in it.
So ideally, I would want to move it to the other Hollywood heart section right there.
Hollywood heart, but
so what you can do is just link these and then watch. Boom, all of them. So easy. Everything is for this group. Like if I wanted to, you know, drag out this a little bit and fade right here, maybe do kind of like a uniform fade right here, that would work.
Hollywood.
I placed in the wrong place. Right here.
Hollywood heart, but it's hard. Hollywood heart.
So it's very, very helpful. To be honest, this is like not a big deal for 4 because, you know, it's not that hard or that long to just go do on the fades on 4 tracks. If you have, you know, 16, 20, like for getting into bigger sections of parts, whether they're instrumental parts or guitar or vocal parts, it's really nice to have this linking feature. So there's actually another new thing that they added, which is a new reverb plugin. So you guys that watch my channel know that I'm like a Valhalla bitch. I literally don't use any other verbs, but let's be experimental. Let's try this verb, which is called hybrid reverb. I haven't really messed with it, so we can put it on these BGVs and see what happens.
Hollywood heart.
Let me just loop one on her and we'll see.
Hollywood heart. Hollywood heart. Hollywood heart.
So we get halls. Yeah, it's really, really adjustable. Algorithm of Dark Hall actually reminds me of Valhalla quite a bit. It's really nice. You can adjust the decay. You can adjust the size of the room, attack of the verb. That's cool. With the, oh, like I love that actually. I don't know how it will sound in this track, but in theory, that sounds really nice. So let me just send it off to my little compression. Hollywood hot in it. Hollywood hot in it. It's kind of nice, you know. There's a lot you can do actually. Hollywood hot. 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 I'm literally just messing around, but this seems like a very, very cool reverb. I really like a lot of the controls. It really does remind me of Valhalla. What does the vintage button do? Wait, vintage off? Oh, it's not working for me. Okay. It does remind me of, sorry, back up. Yeah, it's got a lot of presets already that are pretty nice. You know, it's got like the drum rooms, it's got the halls, it's got some plates. I'm really interested in these textures. What is jet wash blanket? Let's just check it out. Hollywood hot. Hollywood hot. Hollywood hot. That's cool. See, you know, something like that actually would be amazing to record and then use as a sweep, like reverse, do something like that. Actually would be really, really cool. Like for example. I mean, that literally already sounds like a sweep, you know, you gotta just do like one of these or something like that. Watch. So, because we're starting. But I feel my Hollywood heart. But I feel my. I think that's cool when you like pan it side to side. Something be kind of funky and fun. But I feel my Hollywood heart. It's not perfect, but you know what I mean? There's a lot of really cool possibilities with this verb. I'm just gonna set it on something like a little bit chiller, like a nice little hall or something. Big clear. Hollywood high. And I would honestly just really have it ring up high. Wow, that's way too high. Shelter. Hollywood high. Yeah. Feel my Hollywood high, and it's every beat is a knockoff. I'm trying to heal my Hollywood high. Cool. So, and then there's one more feature that really caught my eye. It's called velocity randomization. So from what I've seen, and we can try this right now, this basically adds randomization, there's no other way to put it, to your MIDI. So let's say if you have drums or some kind of melodic part, you know, it can just randomize the volume of the notes being played, creating, you know, a very different feel, or maybe just like a little bit more of a live feel if it's a drum. I personally really want to try it on a hi-hat right now. So I'm going to play one and we'll see how this works. But I feel okay. But I feel. All right, so I just played like a little part. Let's see. And what this is right here. You can see the velocity. It's mostly the same. So you just hit this button, randomize, and it creates quite a bit of a distinction. Feel my Hollywood heart, and it's every beat is a knockoff. I'm trying to. And you can hear it soloed. So, okay, just for fun, I put all the randomization back to the same, you know, let's hear it back real quick. Like you can hear it, it's exactly the same. So what you can do is you can adjust the randomization amount. So 127 is the highest from what I can see. So that's going to be like wildly different, you know. But if we set it to like 20, you know, 19, see, it's very subtle, and suddenly it's not going to be jumping around all over the place like it was just right before when I showed you. Like, check it out. Like, it's very subtle now. We can do one more, and you know, and it just creates a little more. If you hear it out with the music.
Feel my Hollywood heart, and it's every beat is a knockoff. I'm trying to feel.
It adds a little bit of movement to the hat. I would do more stuff to the hat, you know, like a little bit more of a pitch, automation, things like that. But just to start off with, I think that's actually kind of fun. Just kind of gets you going into that direction a lot faster, as opposed to like, usually I do this, I just drag like, oh, I think this one should be a little bit less, this one should be a little bit more. So this is just like, boom, you hit it and it does it for you. Pretty cool. But anyway, so this is my little playtime with Ableton 11. Like I said, I am not an expert on all of the features yet. This is just the stuff that I've noticed that interested me. So if you guys have any questions about it, and if I can answer, I will. So put the questions down below, and I will see you guys on the next video.